Hi, my name is Julie. We're going to be taking a look at a unit here that's for sale by property owner Bob Lieb. If you have any questions or want to reach out to Bob Lieb directly, please look at our escalantevillage.com website or contact him escalantevillage@gmail.com. Bob can also be reached by cell phone 970-759-5379. So this is the tumbleweed unit that's available for sale. It's a Cypress, 26-foot long unit. We're going to go take a look inside. We're right at the front door. As stamped here, the unit is RVIA certified and certified green. If you plan on moving the Cypress off property out of Escalante Village, most RV parks require the RVIA certification. But some of them, if they're made by DIYers, some of them don't have that certification, but you'll find it'll be easier. I'm going to close these doors. You'll find it easier to have parking if you have that certification. So we're going to start in a non-traditional place. We're going to start in the bathroom since I'm already here. All right, so we have egress windows back here. I don't recommend you use these unless it's an emergency. These frames here are very delicate. And then there's a property behind us. I actually got a view of the valley. Let me see. I can't really see it too well. Okay, closing it up. So if you need ventilation in the bathroom, I highly get that closed. I highly recommend that you use this other window over here. You're going to notice that there's a lot of privacy shades in the unit. If it's something you don't want, please let Bob know in the negotiations and I can get rid of them. You'll notice they'll have these privacy films on them. This is a double hung window. It can come down from the top, slide down from the top so you have ventilation that way or ventilation on the bottom. And then something you don't really see in many tiny homes is a tub. Very nice hardware. Okay, and then this is your washer dryer combo. It's an air unit. It is ventless, so your laundry is not going to dry all the way. It's going to be steamed dry, and you may have to hang it for an additional 20 minutes, and then it'll be nice and dry for you. If you ever do want to switch out your washer dryer into the combo into a separate washer and dryer, behind this combo is a vent, so you could put a dryer here and then up there in that little, we'll look at that closer, you could probably fit a washer there if you really wanted to, but that's if the combo is a deal breaker. You have an alternative option if needed. That's the storage underneath the sink. And we have some open storage, little medicine cabinet. You have some ventilation. That's the switch. This one. And you have a utility closet in here. You should not use it for storage. It's for clearance issues, just so there's no fire. This little hot water here, you're most likely able to get close to 20 minutes of hot water from it. I have the same hot water heater in my unit, and I get probably close to 18 to 20 minutes worth of hot water. And this is our air exchanger. It is made by Tumbleweed. So you'd usually want to use that during the winter time just to keep the air flowing in the unit. Okay, so we're at the stairs. We have some storage under the stairs, some little tinies, and then this larger storage here. I highly recommend you measure everything out. When you're downsizing for what you want to put in a tiny home, you really got to measure everything out. Here, there's a plug back there, so you have options if you want to make this into like a little plug and play area for your appliances, for your kitchen appliances. That would be good. Or if you needed to split up your washer dryer, as I was talking about before. I'm sorry, we missed out on the toilet, on the star of the show, the toilet. So this is an RV style toilet. It's a Thetford model. I just replaced the seal not too long ago, so it's sealing up nice and good. If you want a flush style toilet, I'm only mentioning it because most residents don't care for the RV style toilet, but the previous resident that was here for 5 years, and she rather enjoyed it. It was easy to clean, easy to manage, easy to regulate how much water you're putting in there. But if it's something that's not your style, you can obviously change that out. So we're at the kitchen. Our sink here pulls out, and then you can change the spray. We have more double hung windows, open storage, and our fuse box here with a light. I'm just playing with switches. It might be a little too, oh, that's the switch for that light. It's a little too light in here to turn on switches and see what it actually goes to. Okay, so we have our induction stove top. It's an Impava, and our oven, that's a luxury right there. Impava oven. Most tiny homes do not have ovens. They usually have a convection oven or a microwave oven. So that's a nice upgrade there. The induction stove top, you need to have pots and pans that are magnetic, and this unit comes with magnetic pots and pans. We're very close to Walmart. If you need more, you can buy some there, no problem. And very thoughtfully minded range hood for ventilation. I only mention that because I've been in so many tiny homes that don't have that over the cooking surface, and you really need it, especially when you start boiling potatoes and you're like, oh my goodness, everything is fogging. We have a coat closet. Right now it's storing extra cushions for our couch, which we're going to look at here in just a moment. An Avanti apartment style refrigerator. It has really good space. No frost issues on this guy. Very nice storage in the main fridge component there. We have space up here if you want more plug and play appliances. Microwave. More double hung windows. I'm pretty sure these are vinyl. Some of them have the film on it. If you don't like the film, that's what all this is. This is kind of like a stained glass style film. If you don't like it, it can come off. Just let Bob know when you negotiate. I can make that adjustment, no problem. But you'll notice when people walk down the street, especially that strip there, that frosted strip is right in eye shot of most people that walk down the street. So just for the additional privacy, it was applied. Okay. We have some coat hangers, lovely. And then we have some storage. So this is that coat closet. So it's above the coat closet. You got some storage up there too. All right, we're at the mini split. This is pretty standard in a tiny home. This is a Mitsubishi Electric. The inverter is outside the unit. This is staying right now on 61. So we're at November 2024. We're just hitting freezing temperatures right now. And we're set to 61 degrees. It keeps it really comfortable. I'm not going to lie to you. It keeps it really, really comfortable. I come by usually at night when we start hitting the 30s and the 20s just to make sure that it feels good in here and it's nice and toasty. It does a really nice job keeping it nice in here. Okay, so real quick, just because we didn't touch on it yet, the square footage. So the main floor is 217 square feet. The loft is 81 with a total close to 300 square feet in this unit. I highly recommend, before buying a tiny home, come inside the unit, feel out the space, make sure it works with your lifestyle, with who you have that you're going to live with, if you're living with kids, dogs, other family members, even on your ability of making yourself comfortable. So I'm in my mid-30s, and originally I was like all for stairs, and that only lasted for about a month after going up and down stairs for a while. For me, it gets old. But if you're thinking of getting a tiny home to retire in, really consider if the stairs are doable for you. But on that note, this unit is super nice because there's an option to fold the couch out. So you can see the piano hinges right here. This is only half the size of what the daybed can be. You can fold it out, and the cushions that were in the closet, you can put them down, and this can be a sleeping area. Say if you need a day off from going up and down those stairs, or say you have somebody over, you have guests, or maybe you have, a daughter, son, younger individual. It doesn't mind setting the bed up every single day to sleep on. This is an option. This is really an option. Or even if you're a single person or you're a couple and you don't mind setting this up every day, it's totally doable. But you just have to keep in mind, it's one of those things you would really have to set up every single day. But on a lighter note, with the couch, it has storage underneath. So you can put some stuff underneath there. If you have some pets, you can have the dog sleep under there. Cat nook. The previous tenant mounted their TV there. The mount is not there anymore, but it's an option. We have additional storage up top. This is above the door. You can keep some items up there, plants. The previous tenant kept photos of their family members up there. It was really nice how they displayed it. And the walls are just a really nice pine beetle kill tongue and groove. The flooring is the luxury vinyl oak, white oak. These bumps are the wheel wells, and that's just how they had to design it, those little bumps. Let's see, is there anything else I missed? I don't believe so. That's for the internet, that cord there. So you can get internet through a line tech here. We have fiber optic lines in the ground here, and it's just going to be a quick connect. Just get a modem, connects directly. So I can get you hooked up with the contacts you would need to make that happen if you're interested in internet services. Let me just turn on the light real quick, just because I really do like how this home is. It's a 5-year-old unit. It has only had one renter this whole time. And she did a great job taking care of it. I'm very, very thankful to have found a renter like that. We're going to head upstairs real quick and take a look at the loft space. So remember, it was about, I think it was 81 square feet. And this is just a fabric. You can remove this if you want. There's railings here, so a bed. I would recommend the bed in a box. I personally have Tuft & Needle, which comes in a box, and you can get it up here really easily. I'm pretty sure you can get a queen up here, twin, queen, or double. I don't know if a king would fit. You'd have to measure it. These windows are fixed. They won't open. I don't see any hardware to open them. And then the back window there is an egress style window, kind of like the one downstairs. So I don't recommend using that. I would highly recommend getting a fan, something to push the air. So we're looking down from the loft space. I think that little mini split unit is awesome because, again, the previous tenant never complained that it was too hot up here or it was uncomfortable in the bed space. You can also put like a fan over here. You can hang something from the ceiling. There's options. There's options to make it comfortable. And there's storage in the corners and outlets. So it can work. If you want a traditional mattress up here, these railings don't come off. You can squeeze it. It looks like you can squeeze it up here. If you have a bunch of guys and they all haul it up here, I think it could work. But this is not a one-man job. It's not a one-man job to get it up here, because you have the stairs or that railing, and honestly, it might be a better option just to get a bed in a box. Okay, we're going to head outside, take a look at the property outside around the unit, and that's going to be it for the tour. Okay, so we're behind the Cypress tiny home. These are those egress windows I was mentioning earlier. And this is our power outlet. So when you rent a space here at the village, it starts at the power outlet here and goes this way. So we're going to go over here. This is our outside porch space. It's just open gravel right now. You can put pavers down. The previous tenant had it as a garden. She had a bunch of these planter boxes, raised planter boxes, made a garden. We have some greenery back here along the fence, the property behind us. People have set up awnings. So right now it's about 2 o'clock and it's overcast. You really can't see how the shade is, but in the summertime it does get kind of toasty over here for a few hours. That's our hose bib. Since it is freezing temperatures, it's covered right now. So if you need to hook up a hose, it's right there. And then if you need access under the house, that's our skirting access. You just flip that little hatch and go under. Usually we only go under there for maintenance purposes. So this is our next door neighbor. When you rent a space here at Escalante Village, it includes 2 parking spaces, which is right here. You can put plants in the raised planter beds here. And our outdoor space, please ignore that. I just put new gravel down outside. I had to use a bobcat. Okay, this is what it looks like from outside the house. So there's a house, and here's a view. Absolutely beautiful view. So this is called the Purple Cliffs. We're gonna take a look over here real quick. We have some picnic tables. On nice days, people like to hang out over here at the picnic tables, play cards, board games, stuff like that. They bring it out here, bring their dogs. We're very, very dog friendly. Most of the dogs come over here and play in the grass. Usually when it starts snowing, we store all the snow here and down here in the pond area. We call it the pit, but the dogs like to play. And down there, the trail, that's the Animas River Trail, so we have access to walking trails. If you can see the bench ahead of us, it's taking a look down at the river, so if you like fishing or rafting, that's down there. And then across from us, the Purple Cliffs. If you like to hike, you can actually scramble up that. It's not an actual trail, but you can scramble up it. And there's also hiking on the bluff on the other side over there. Okay, and that pretty much does it for our tour. If you are interested in learning more about Escalante Village, please take a look at the Escalante Village website, escalantevillage.com. If you're interested in purchasing the 26-foot Cypress unit owned by Bob Lieb right here, it's that gray unit right in front of us there. If you're interested in that unit, please reach out to him from the contacts I gave you at the very beginning of the video. I'll also include them in the details in the video underneath the posting. I hope you've enjoyed. Next to the school. So road, Purple Cliffs. Please come take a look at our space. Thank you.